on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Spectrum Center. The Charlotte Hornets control the tap. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Welcome to New Age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Antetokounmpo. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Ah, rocking the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Number 34, Antetokounmpo.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Walker surveys the floor to Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo. Short jumper won't fall.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots. Ed, the reason why this could be the year of the fear of the deer, last season they only had 2 players that shot over 33% from the three-point line. Now you add the Michael Jordan of Delaware and Dante DiVincenzo and also Pat Connaughton. Those are the floor spacers you need.
And Jay, don't forget Ersan Ilyasova. Talk to the people in San Antonio. Talk to Brett Brown and the Sixers at the end of last year. With his length and his ability to space the floor, that's a great addition for the Bucks. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, you mentioned him. Well, at some point he's going to be a consistently great three-point shooter. When that time comes, look out. Goes to the right side. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Nick Batum. Defense, making the ball handler work. Batum. Walker. His first effort off the mark. Middleton to Bledsoe. Nice pass to get things going.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Charlotte with the basketball. Walker. Oh, he had him there for a second. Picked up by the Bucks. Oh, you can't do that.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time to shuffle things up. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down just a couple. Bledsoe with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Deep left corner. Brogdon to Antetokounmpo. That is great vision to set it up. Eric Bledsoe to the rim.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Walker with the basketball. 10-6 our score. To Batum. Oh, had him going there for a second. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Giannis with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Yep, right there, yep.
Charlotte basketball.
Big pick right there. Can't guard, you got a mismatch. Got a mismatch.
Walker. Now a steal by Milwaukee. The shot turned away by Kid Gilchrist.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Antetokounmpo. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Middleton. Antetokounmpo. Open look. Hornets snare the rebound. Walker into the front court. The score 12-8. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 3 for 6 now.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Into the front court, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. Jumper's good.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
The Bucks at the controls. To DiVincenzo. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Right now, 12 all. It's Middleton with the rebound. Antetokounmpo. May 2018, Jay, the Bucks make the move to Mike Budenholzer roster that's built to win now.
And Coach Bud brings stability to a team that had a lot of question marks around the head coaching position. Jason Kidd gets let go last year. That caused some drama with him and Giannis and the team. You hire Joe Prunty. He comes in. He tries his best. The team ultimately loses in the first round of the Eastern Conference. But now when you bring Coach Bud to the table, you bring offensive fluidity, and that's what this team needs.
To DiVincenzo. And he'll head to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Number 77, Ersan Ilyasova.
Parker into the front court. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. Cody Zeller at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Parker with it. They trail by 1. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Number 5, Charlotte Hornets are in the middle.
Ersan Ilyasova. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second, 0 for 2. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Bucks in front. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Here comes the screen. To Adetokunbo. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee.
Gotta come through, gotta come through.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Giannis Adetokunbo. A couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Oops, he missed the first one. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. To Parker.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Bucks at the controls. To Adetokunbo. Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. They lose a Game 7 at Boston. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but last year was a disappointment for the Milwaukee Bucks. 2 years ago, they finished 6th in the Eastern Conference. And last year, when you play against the Celtics, a team that does not have 2 of its star players in Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, the Bucks should have won that. But it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
Adetokunbo. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Count it, and the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Hornets have the basketball. Parker to Miles Bridges. Probing the defense. Oh, he had him there for a second. Right time.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Miles Bridges. Parker. Tony Parker at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First try, no good. No good. Missed them both. Goes to the left side. 4-3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Hornets right now in possession. Parker to Nick Batum. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Nick Batum forcing that one. No good. And scores.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Parker into the front court. They're down 3. Oh, had him going there for a second. Bucks have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Parker with it. 5-point game. Count the bucket for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Adetokunbo. Trying to cash in. Adetokunbo shot no good. To Parker. To Batum. Oh, he had him there for a second. Batum gets it in the left corner. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Shot from in close, no good.
Hey, let's bring it back to the fundamentals here. You have to follow through on that, not a slingshot.
Adetokunbo. From the painted area, won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Now a steal by Milwaukee. A big finish at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Parker to Miles Bridges. Oh, had him going there for a second. Parker to Nick Batum. Off the mark. Knocked loose. Batum. To Miles Bridges. Lets it fly from long range. Contested shot. Miles Bridges off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Shot from the lane. Won't go. Batum. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. To Adetokunbo. Lopez. Great pass to set it up. And counted at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Now a whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Walker with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Goes to the right side. To Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Oh, he had him there for a second. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Lopez to Brogdon. From long range. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Walker. And a finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Giannis with it up top. It's an 8-point lead to Lopez. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Brook Lopez. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Walker. Well defended. Giannis in control of the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Greek Freak for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Bucks with the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Bucks will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Charlotte Hornets are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. And it's easy to see how they got here. They're just settling for shots on the perimeter, and they're not making an effort to challenge the interior defense.
Game track. Steals.
Here's a team that might just be 1 or 2 adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up for a lackluster first half.
Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Bucks basketball. It goes down.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Miles Bridges. Oh, had him going there for a second. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Jay, it seems every year Giannis Antetokounmpo makes a mega leap. Now he's entering his 6th NBA season.
And Brook Lopez is on the record, the new acquisition for the Bucks, saying that Giannis is the best player in the Eastern Conference. That is saying something when you have Kyrie Irving and Kawhi Leonard. Let's not forget that a couple years ago, we were talking about Kawhi Leonard being the 2nd best player in the game, yet alone the Eastern Conference.
Picked up by the Bucks. And a pass taken away by Charlotte.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first. In 2nd grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Walker. Bucks at the controls. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. He hits.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Middleton. A pass stolen by the Hornets. To Miles Bridges. Knocked loose. Miles Bridges. To Batum. Fires the 3. Nick Batum forcing that one. No good. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Malcolm Brogdon has got 2 shots coming. A career 87% from the line. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. To Nick Batum. Curling inside. Can't connect from in close. To Adetokunbo. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Brogdon. To Lopez. He got a piece. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Cody Zeller. The opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. Middleton. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Has a look. Jumper's good.
This offseason was the summer of Giannis. He discovered so much about the American culture, even some of the sweets. And I see his game has gotten even sweeter.
Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Shot from the lane won't go. To Parker. DiVincenzo. Oh, defender pulls the chair. From the outside, no good. Fires the three, knocks it down, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Unable to connect on the free throw. DiVincenzo gets it in the left corner. For three, shakes free and hits.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
The shot turned away by Henson.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Misses the first. Missed the second as well. Oh, defender pulling the chair. From the painted area, won't go down. Going to launch, beyond the arc, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Parker. Picked up by the Bucks. Adetokunbo. Gets a look. Can't hit. For three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Adetokunbo. DiVincenzo. It's good. Not necessarily his comfort zone. They dared him. He scores. Parker into the front court. His guys down big. Oh, John Henson up to block the shot.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Cody Zeller. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Into the game for Charlotte, number 1, Malik Monk.
To Adetokunbo. He was hacked. They let it go. Rises for the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. Desperation shot here from half court. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Bucks in command of this one. Hornets with the first possession here in the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Oh, he had him there for a second. To Walker. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here's a chance from long range. DiVincenzo. The pass set it all up.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Milwaukee with the basketball. To Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. From long range. Oh, he hits the 3.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. DiVincenzo. Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Kemba Walker at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15. The Bucks at the controls. Lopez. To Adetokunbo. And it's Williams there to secure the rebound. To Kemba Walker. Beyond the arc for 3. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your pass.
Walker.
To number 6, Eric Bledsoe. That's his second.
Kemba Walker. He's going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far.
Kemba Walker.
First one, count it. Second of 3 is good. Three for 3. Nice. Bledsoe with it up top. Up a dozen. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Charlotte with the basketball. Curling inside. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Screen coming. Walker. And scores. Strong take.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Middleton. Passed it off. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
The assist from number 15.
Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Adetokunbo. Short jumper won't go down. To Walker. Screen coming. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game, the Bucks. Number 31, John Hanson.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Walker into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first.
Shooting 2.
Goes 2 for 2. Charlotte basketball.
Cutter, coming through.
Sizing up the defense. To Kemba Walker. Nice pass to set things up.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead is 12. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a... Oh! And he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Milwaukee Bucks. Number 9.
Brogdon. To DiVincenzo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here we go. Here we go.
Walker to Miles Bridges. Walker. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, a couple of free throws on the way. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. First try at the line, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Into the front court, it's Walker. 14-point deficit to Miles Bridges. Almost, but no good.
You know, when you think about Miles Bridges, you never worry about his tenacity. You never worry about his drive or his work ethic to get better each and every day. The only question looming around Miles Bridges is that jump shot. He only shot 45% from the field at Michigan State.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
To the line for 2.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
And number 11,
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down by 15. Short jumper stays out. Bucks basketball. Brogdon. Walker with the basketball. Trailing by 15. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Bledsoe, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew.
The Bucks put together a nice win here today. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Hornets couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Charlotte Hornets.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Milwaukee Bucks were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with a loss.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. These These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Charlotte Hornets. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.